All right, hello everybody and welcome. Today is the last day before the Leo full moon. So I was pulled to do a reading in regards to the full moon. I'm going to ask Spirit for whatever it is that the collective needs to work on releasing during this full moon, which is tomorrow, January the 28th, 29th. I don't even remember. I don't remember what today is. I'm sorry. It's the life of being a working single mom. All right, Spirit, what is it that the collective needs to work on releasing during the Leo full moon in January of 2021? We'll sum it up that way. Okay. Okay. We have, it's time to release negativity, which is fantastic. And that says full moon in Scorpio. Even though the full moon is in Leo, it doesn't really matter because definitely it's time to release negativity. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Interesting. And then last one is a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Now, it's actually funny that there are two Scorpio cards here and one Aries. So this could be focused more toward those who are Scorpios and or Aries, or if you're dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries. But definitely we need to work through our fears and release negativity, which full moon is a great time to release anything we no longer want to be associated with. Doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It could just be a vice. It could be anything that is stopping you from being your highest potential self. All right. So, Spirit, let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm going to pull 6 cards, and if I need to, I will also clarify. Bottom deck will be overall energy. Okay. We have death. Nice. Definitely an ending of something. I like death. Death is also Scorpio. So we have Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. 7 of Swords. Queen of Cups. Nice. Queen of Cups is Scorpio as well. Knight of Wands, which is Leo or Sag. 3 of Swords. And 2 of Wands. But overall energy is a 10 of Wands. Yeah, definitely time to release negativity. Okay, I'm just going to say, because there's so much Scorpio here, this definitely is a message, a direct message for those who are Scorpio or who are dealing with a Scorpio. Okay, first card out here is death. Death is about endings, meaning that something either has ended or needs to end. Doesn't necessarily mean someone actually died. It just means that something that has been holding us back, that has been painful, is definitely time for that to be over with. With the 7 of Swords talks about, reflection, thinking back on things. It also talks about being guarded and trying to find understanding. And then with the Queen of Cups, which also is Scorpio, Queen of Cups is someone who is definitely in touch with their emotions. They are very loving. They are very caring. They also are very passionate. Then we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is Leo or Sag. Doesn't mean it pertains to Leo or Sag, but could be. But the Knight of Wands is someone who is very honest and passionate. Can also represent someone who has a bad temper. Doesn't mean it has to, but it can. And then we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak or heartache, anything that really, really, really hurt you. And then we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is all about, making a choice, a decision. As you can see, he has two heads, and one is looking at the wand, which wands represents your soul, what you desire. And then we have, basically, this is a key, but it's silver, just like a sword. And swords is all about your thoughts and your communication. So definitely trying to make a choice between ego and your heart, your mind and your soul, your mind and your heart, however you want to look at it. And then the overall energy is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands talks about an immense amount of burdens. As you can see, there's like a tree growing out of the skull, and the skull is definitely not happy. So, let me clarify the Death card here. Clarify Death, please. See if we can get a little deeper insight into these cards. Clarify the Death. Okay. We have Five of Wands, which is all about conflict, battle, struggle. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a card that usually refers, it can refer to celebrations, parties, but it also can refer to, especially in a relationship or your career or anything else, third party situation. And as I've said before, third party situation doesn't always necessarily mean that there is a third party involved. A third in the sense of someone is cheating. It could mean that there is family or friends or anyone who is sticking their nose where it doesn't belong in regards to a relationship, your career, finances too. And then we have the Fool. So I see that, with the Fool, definitely moving past the confrontation. Fool is someone who wants a new beginning. And you also see there's a moon here. So I feel like, and he's also holding the world, which at a distance kind of looks like the moon. But I definitely feel that with the full moon, now is definitely a time to release these burdens, this conflict, this third party situation, whatever that could be for you, and to start find a new beginning. And that's what Death is about. Okay, let's clarify the Seven of Swords, please. What is the Seven of Swords about? Being on defense here. All right, these two, well, three fell out. Perfect. All right, with Seven of Swords, we have the Emperor, which represents Aries, which we had Aries down here, and we have Aries up here. And then we have the Six of Cups, which Six of Cups is about, compassion, but it also usually in tarot refers to, a past connection or a connection that you may have had when you were younger, or it also is in regards to children or anyone younger than you. And then we have Death once again. So I feel like what you need to do is understand that you are the Emperor, that you are the bearer of everything good and positive within yourself, to try not to focus on any past relationships that you feel like you've been on defense about, and just let death come. Just let it be over. Clarify the Queen of Cups, which, as I said before, Queen of Cups is Scorpio. Which, there's a lot of Scorpio and Aries in this reading. Okay. Queen of Cups is clarified by the Tree of Life. Beautiful card. Tree of Life is all about finding everything it is within you that will make you completely and totally happy. Not lying to yourself about anything. Palace of Wands, which talks about finding everything it is that is your soul's desire, that will give you the energy and the inspiration that you want and need, and the passion that you want and need in your life. And then the Lovers. Lovers is Gemini. Doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be Gemini. Also with the Lovers, I feel, most times, because it's depicted by two people, that, it's an assumption that it means that there is a connection, a special, really strong connection to another person. But also, people forget that the lovers also means finding love within yourself, because you have to be able to fully love yourself first before you really have the ability to either love someone else fully and unconditionally, or to allow someone else to love you fully and unconditionally. All right, with the Nine of Wands, can we clarify the Nine of Wands, please? Which also is, it's Leo and Sag, not Aries. I don't know why I said Aries before, but yeah, Leo and Sag, which is because it's also an air sign. I mean, a fire sign, I'm sorry. Definitely a fire sign. All right, Nine of Wands is clarified by the Two of Cups, which is about an offering of love. The Hermit, which is all about going within and healing, finding clarity, and the Knight of Swords, which also represents finding clarity and information in the situation. Knight of Swords represents Aquarius or Libra. Doesn't mean that that's who you're dealing with. And Hermit is Virgo. Also doesn't mean that's who you are or who you're dealing with. But I feel like that, yeah, the passion and the information and, everything that's coming in here for you is, honestly, with the Two of Cups, it's about finding, and with the lovers and Two of Cups, with the Hermit and the Knight of Swords, it's all about finding a way to heal and love yourself. That is absolutely beautiful. I am all about healing and self-love and self-worth. All right, clarify the Three of Swords here. Clarify this heartache, please. Oh, that one? Okay. Two of Swords. Have really bad choices. The Sun, which is Leo. And then the Knight of Wands. Once again, we have the Knight of Wands twice. So yeah, I feel like that even though, someone broke your heart here, I think that ultimately what you're going to gain is learning how to love yourself, learning how to stand in your own power, learning how not to let others bring you down. Let's clarify the Two of Wands, which is choice, decision, way to move forward. Clarify Two of Wands, please. All right, we have Wheel of Fortune, which is all about moving forward. It's also about luck, but I'm going to say that with the decision, it's all about moving forward. Ace of Cups, it's about new love. But once again, I still feel it's all about yourself. And then the Page of Swords. Yes, so finding that clarity, finding a way to connect with your own intuition, and finding a way to heal so that you can love yourself. I don't feel the need to clarify the Ten of Wands, because the Ten of Wands is just always about too many burdens, just too much on your plate, too many things stacked against you. It's like you've reached the end that you just can't take anymore. Let's see. Let me move these over. And I'm going to pull archetype cards. Now, I love this, absolutely love this Oracle deck. Not the greatest at shuffling it. It's a giant deck. But this deck shows light and dark or shadow attributes. Things that you can embrace in yourself and things to know that you should work on with yourself. Okay. Okay. I will take that one because I saw it. So we have the Prince, and it came out upright, so we'll go with the light, which is romantic charm and potential for power. Then we have the Poet. Express soul insights in symbolic language. Definitely, you could be a poet. You could be someone who likes to write. Also, this makes me think of now's a good time to help release some of these burdens, to help work through some of this pain, it might be a good time to start journaling. And then we have rescuer. Provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So I definitely feel like that definitely sums up who you are as a person. I'm going to see if I can get shadows. Oh, we know we have another good one. God. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Beautiful. Oh, there's a shadow. All right, here we go. This is where we start to get deep here, people. All right, we have wounded child, and it was in reverse, so we'll read the shadow. Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. Personally, I did that for many, many, many years of my life, and the thing is, you don't realize you do this until you are put in situations where you really genuinely care about someone, and you start getting triggered and acting out in ways that are not really you. It's just like, it's an automatic response, that it goes back to a deep-seated wound that happened in your childhood. We think that just because we keep going and we are no longer a child, we're in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, on up, hell, into 60s, 70s, we think that maybe we're okay. But at the end of the day, not necessarily. If you didn't heal those wounds, then they can still come up, especially around new moons. Especially around full moons, and also the fact that Mercury is about to go retrograde. Mercury going retrograde, for many, think it's a bad thing. Personally, I think it's a good thing, because it will bring up these negative things within yourself in order for you to learn how to heal them, to understand them, and find a way to heal them. Then we also got the trickster. Transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. I feel like I was saying, that goes on with, being able to no longer be this wounded child, to understand, how you automatically respond to things, and being able to change how you behave, subconsciously. All right. We got 6 there, so I'm going to go with that. And, come back here. Sorry. And I'm also going to pull Oracle from this deck. This is a beautiful deck as well. Let's see. Do we have... What do we need to work on and release during this full moon in Leo? Inspiration, which goes along with passion. Now is a very good time to release anything that doesn't keep you feeling inspired. Find ways to find something that does inspire you to become a better person, to move past, negative thought patterns and reaction, like emotional responses and automatic reactions to things that you don't necessarily agree with. But it's just part of what your subconscious does, because you've been programmed to survive and keep going your whole life in a certain manner. So yeah, now would definitely be a good time to find a new inspiration. Service. That's a good one. Maybe now's a good time, if you are in a position to do this, maybe start volunteering your time towards something that you are passionate about. I know with COVID that can be complicated, but there's always a way, especially with the internet. And the last one is trust with 33. Definitely, I want to say now is a time to trust yourself, to trust the process, to trust that you needed to hear this message, to trust that you can heal from this, that you can let these negative things go and move forward. And also, considering there are so many people here, including those that are not related, I want to say it's time for you to trust your spirit guides. Trust your soul. Trust who you were in your past lives. Trust your family. Trust your friends. Trust everyone who loves and cares about you. Ask for help. Don't be scared to ask for help. We can't do everything by ourselves, because when we try, that's when we end up the Ten of Wands with so many burdens that it's like a never-ending cycle and we get nowhere. Oh, sorry. I apologize for that. And the last thing I will pull is messages from the archangels for some advice. Okay. I'm going to buy a tripod soon, I promise. I will buy one soon. I promise. Let me readjust. There we go. All right, messages from archangels. This is one of my favorite decks. I really do love the archangels, especially Metatron. Metatron is my favorite. Absolutely love Metatron and his cool cube. All right, we have career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Nice. That could go along with inspiration and service here. You know, finding fiery climax approaches. Maybe, you know, this isn't about a relationship so much as it's about your career. You know, every storyline resonates different with different people. Gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. And take back your power. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings into your life. Definitely. And especially in a full moon, it's a great time to manifest. Let go of the old, get ready to start bringing in the new. Well, I hope this message resonated with at least one of you. I'm definitely going to say someone who has a lot of Scorpio, since we saw Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. But for everyone watching, definitely, you know, when it comes to the full moon, it's time to release negativity. And with it being in Leo, it's definitely a time to release negativity and find your own strength. Come into your own power. Find what it is that is going to make you happy, make you passionate, make you live your best life possible. All right. Y'all have a good one. Love and light.